Welcome back to Suit Up with Bias podcast. I don't know which episode this is, but yeah, we're back.
I'm excited.
Yes,
As you can see,
exactly.
it was a nice week for the Red Sox. Beautiful week for the Red Sox.
Oh,
I'm excited.
yes, the Red Sox made some headlines, and so did the Yankees. Cam Schleider, I don't know how to pronounce his last name, made a historic 12 strikeout performance in game.
He's 23, right?
3.
Amazing. That kid has a huge future. Yankees give him everything he wants. I feel like we won the World Series. And I hate Red Sox. I'm so happy the Yankees beat him. They won the first game by luck. Second and third, Yankee gave it to them. All I hear is Red Sox fans making excuses or disappearing. I don't hear anything from them. So all your Red Sox, enjoy us seeing us in the playoffs. We just won a big one. So enjoy watching us. And also the Mets fans, Juan Soto fans, enjoy watching us. Juan Soto, I know you regretted it, man. Should have never made that move, man. Should have stayed with the Yankees. Look at the results, man. I know it sucks to be number 2, but sometimes you gotta know your place.
Are the Mets in the playoffs?
No. But I'll tell you something. They're watching us play, though.
Oh my.
So all the Red Sox and Mets fan.
Wow. I heard that the Mets have the second highest salary.
Yeah.
Payroll.
No, they're
Or
definitely the
biggest.
owner of the Mets is extremely rich. Like,
Yeah.
he made some crazy investment. I mean, to make such a big investment he did this past summer, and I feel bad for his fans. Well, all those Mets fans, you're welcome to come to the Yankees, and the Red Sox fans too.
Oh my goodness.
And you're welcome here.
I heard that the Mets ticket prices went up like crazy when they got one set.
Oh yeah, that's one of the biggest contracts ever. So
Wow.
I'm just so happy Boston lost, man. I'm so happy. His Alex Cora talks a lot about the Yankees, so I hope he's watching this too.
Oh my goodness.
Man, they had to give it to them, man.
I don't follow baseball that much, right? I did see these 2 last games with Red Sox and stuff. I didn't know that there were our rivals.
What? The biggest.
The big
I honestly felt like I was saying, I honestly had to drop everything and we watched the game at 6. I had my kids and me jumping every time Yankees made a run, and but man, it felt good to see Boston lose. Honestly, man, I'm so happy, man.
Yeah. I thought it would be the Mets or the rivals.
People don't consider the Mets as much, because they're lucky they're in New York. That's the reason they matter. But beside that, they're not that big on for it.
I think you told me that when the Yankees face off with the Mets, let's call it the Subway Series.
Yeah, it's Subway Series, but I mean, call it Subway Series, but it's nothing big. Not that Juan Soto when other people, want to put some fire on the game, but in reality, it's nothing serious. If one is Red Sox and Yankees, it's real, man. That rivalry is real big for many years. 2 best teams, in the MLB. So, for years, it's not. They just been continuing their legacy. They've been 2 big teams, so they always come across each other. But Yankees gave it to them this year.
Absolutely. Another thing making headlines, you were in the news recently.
I was lucky. Guess what happened? So I was actually showing this property one of our listing, and the News 12 were passing by, and we did that video of me, with the News 12, but it was good. I mean, we came out on the news, just letting people know out there that we're here to assist them, right? Yeah. Especially our Latino, we have helped a lot of Latinos, on the buying and selling process. So we're here to assist you guys in buying or selling. Any questions you might have, we're like an open book, right? We give you the best referral. We help you and guide you to the best we can. Every transaction for us is personal. It's like us purchasing a song. So it's very personal, every transaction that we do. So I was happy that News 12 was able to allow me to be on their channel. It meant a lot to me. We're in Westchester County, and we helped a lot of Latinos in Westchester County. Population of Latino has increased tremendously in buying homes. So it's big.
Yeah, no, it is. There's so many Latinos here in Mockers. It's insane. I don't know if it's the second largest populated city in New York State, but it's huge population here.
Just want to let all my Latinos know. Hablamos español. We're here. We can assist you. I know a lot of Spanish speaking have a lot of questions. It's not a lot of Spanish speaking agents. We're here for you. We can answer any questions you may have. And more importantly is you having communication with your realtor that speaks your language. So my Latinos, we're here to assist you.
Absolutely. What did you talk about in that news article?
So we were just talking about how much, how much Latinos increased in purchasing home here in Westchester County, and how I feel about it. And I'm super excited, as a Latino as well. Born and raised here in New York. As marriage, I'm Latino, and I love to see my people win.
Absolutely.
See them building wealth for their family. It means a lot to me.
Yeah, especially since not for nothing, a lot of Hispanics that we work with, they don't even know that they qualify for homes. And so like you tell them, hey, I know you're paying a lot of rent, but sometimes like it can be almost the equivalent of buying a co-op or condo and stuff.
I would share, my mother, single mother, as I would say, raised 4 boys, right? She raised us 4, and most of the Latinos, right? They don't like asking questions because of the fear, because they don't speak English, right? So for me, it's more like on a personal level, like seeing my mother, she didn't speak English. She always had that fear to speak to people or ask questions, right? Because she didn't speak English, right? So when I come across my Latinos that don't speak English, it motivates me a lot to assist them, because, I remember seeing my mother like that. And because of her fear of not speaking English, she lost opportunities. And a lot of Latinos lose opportunity because if they don't speak English, they feel a little embarrassed to even try to speak it. So my Latinos, just, we're here.
Yeah.
We answer the questions, and I always say, if you want to learn or learn something, ask questions.
Yeah.
Have to ask questions. So, so our Latinos, man, just ask questions. We hear them because this you, and you'll be surprised how much programs is out there for you to purchase a property. So, like they say, the American dream is actually good.
Yeah. And going back to what you said about like them being embarrassed to ask questions and stuff, a lot of the time we do see like a lot of the Hispanic older generation using their kids to kind of send all the documents and stuff. So
My mother used to do the same thing. So, my mother, she used to do the same thing. So it's funny you teaching them, because we do see a lot of Latinos, when they come and purchase with us, they get in shock that we speak Spanish and we can help them out, but they do not know that we have the experience. But we did the same for our mother. I'm not sure for you, Andrew, but I did the same for my mother. She didn't speak English, so
yeah.
yeah. So
No, but absolutely. It's important to kind of reach out and see what are your options in that regard, because a lot of people struggle with like the rent and stuff. Like sometimes it's just like you don't know when you're in a rent hike that's not stabilized, right? And it could be devastating. And I think that's what the news article sometimes was kind of referring to. Like how do you combat that, right? And usually you can combat that if you essentially just buy your own place. It might be a little bit more expensive, but down the line it pays you dividends because you're going to be more stabilized in your monthly payments. Yeah.
I'm definitely with you.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And another thing that's been circulating in the news is that Mayor Eric Adams, he did ADU expansion. So there's going to be a new portal opened. Homeowners can now apply to build legal ADUs across New York through the ADU for You program. It offers design templates, vetted contractors, and zoning guidance. This is a slight improvement from earlier forecasts, which is basically, yeah,
You can legalize your basement and attics now.
exactly.
You can rent them out. So that's gonna help a lot, right? Because most of these homes, right, I'm pretty sure they're gonna have codes you gotta follow, right? So it's pretty good because it's gonna open a lot more opportunity for homeowners to make more income out of their property. Of course, following everything the right way by codes, right? Because a lot of people do it illegally. I highly recommend you never to do it illegally, because I have witnessed just today we got a call of one of our clients that we sold them a house. One thing we tell all our clients, guys, when we sell you guys a house, most of you guys want to do renovations. And it's great, right? It feels good to do what you want. But when you're doing renovations, to an extent that you need basically an architect, plumber, an electrician, don't do it without permits, guys. We got a call today from one of our clients. We told and advised that, hey, if you do that, it's going to be at your own risk, but these are your risks. We tried to give you as much information as actually one of our Latinos clients. We explained to her, and she still went and did the work. And guess what happened? Happens all the time. The neighbor called Department of Building came, but it's not work order. Now she's calling everyone. This job honestly, you got to stop work order. You're looking at addition at least an average, right, from 15 to 25,000 addition or whatever you did, and you better hope and pray that you did everything correct. Because if you did it incorrect, you got to come and demolish it, and then do it according to the plans. So it will cost you a lot more and headaches more than anything.
Yeah, that's been happening with a lot of the recent properties that we've had. They've had additions to properties that sometimes we go and try to put it on the market, and then somehow they
Yeah.
somehow they have an addition that was never went through permits and stuff, and then the city kind of gets note of it, and then it delays the whole sale process as well.
Yeah, so it's called peace of mind, right? It's better to have a peace of mind. It's gonna cost a little more. It's gonna be more professional, and also the good thing about this, guys, they do inspection though. The Department of Building does inspection to make sure everything is right and correct and safe more than anything. So you doing it the correct way is the best way. You go the other route, it's gonna cost you more, a lot more. So you know what they say, the easy route, it's gonna cost you.
No, absolutely. And sure, it costs a little bit more, but think about the whole purpose of an ADU is to provide more housing, right? Not just for people that you might want to rent, but also for family members, right? It could get them peace of mind. So everyone wins in that scenario, especially if you're trying to rent it out as well, right? It's going to cost you a little bit extra, but it's going to pay you back.
Yeah, it's a great investment to legalize your basement and your attic, right? So it's gonna open more opportunity for the homeowners to make more income. But I highly recommend homeowners to hire the professionals you need, which is an architect, plumber, electrician, contractor, that you're gonna need on your side to make sure you legalize the basement and legalize the attic. So when you come and rent it out to the city, right, let's say, or to a tenant, everything's legal. Especially in basement, guys, it's serious, right? The safety hazard is very serious. In the past, a lot of people would rent out the basement. I had a story a few years ago. Client was renting out the basement, and guess what? It went on fire, guys. And man, he's going through a lawsuit right now, that client. So the reality, guy, is do it the right way. It's gonna cost you, but it's worth it. Do it the right way. And now with this opportunity, Angela, it's gonna open more opportunity in this real estate. And I'm happy New York City did this.
Yeah. And maybe use also like it just adds more value to your home too, because now a person who was looking for a single family and can only use their own income can now look at that same home that you provide, and you have an ADU, and they can use the projected income of that ADU to qualify for even more, so you can get more for your property or just get exactly what you're looking for.
You know what's good also? You remember what happened to you, Angela, with your client that you had a client that bought a single family with ADU basement. And what it did was that this client couldn't qualify regularly, but my wife Heidi, the mortgage broker, she was able to qualify the client with the ADU income from the basement, and the client was able to purchase the property, and now he's rented it to his family member. So that's big. That also those programs that most clients don't know about. You also could get a higher pre-approval with an ADU unit.
Yeah, because it kind of counts as a pseudo multifamily.
Correct.
Yeah, and if you don't know how multifamilies work and how you get pre-approved for those, it's just a regular process, right? But they're using just the rental income from the other units to also supplement the mortgage, like to give you a higher borrowing
Correct.
on the mortgage. Yeah. So essentially that's generally how people house hack, right? They try to get like the other units to kind of pay off a good chunk of the mortgage, so you can reduce the monthly payments to it. In some cases, if you put a high enough down payment and you have really good credit score, you might even not even pay anything on your mortgage. You might even break it. Like they might just be paying the whole mortgage for you.
And you still make your profit as well. A little profit on top of it.
Exactly. So if you want to if you have a really nice single family and you have kind of like a small basement that still qualifies as an ADU, maybe you want to be living in the basement and you want to rent out the top part. You can rent it out for a good amount, and maybe that covers like probably 75% of the costs.
And I just want to share something with you. How do you verify if your basement or your attic is up to code to legalize ADU unit in the basement or the attic? Hire an architect. He's gonna review the codes of the Department of Building. He's letting you know if this unit or this apartment, attic, or basement is gonna qualify for a legalization.
Yeah, and the portal that they introduced, they have vetted contractors and zoning guidance and stuff like that that can help you with that as well.
Yeah.
The one thing, right, that is also to be mentioned is that what counts as an ADU? An ADU can only be a maximum of 800 feet, must include a kitchen plus bathroom, has to have windows in all bedrooms, right? In all rooms, because if there is a fire, like what happened over there, they have to be able to get out and stuff like that.
Yes.
Yeah, it's so important. And has to have a separate entrance within 100 feet of the curb. If it has all of that, then it's pretty much an ADU. But again, you have to get permission from the portal and all of that from the city and whatnot.
And through the narcotech.
Yeah,
To verify all this.
exactly. And then you're good to go. It's not really that complicated. I think the only real yeah, the complicated part is just like the kitchen and bathroom, putting them in there. But other than that, though. And then something that's coming up is the winter. The winter
I
season.
love the winter. Are we in the fall? No, well, let me rephrase that. I love fall.
Yeah.
I love this weather. It's not cold or hot. Feels great this weather. I
still
enjoy
joys
fall.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love this weather. And then, of course, preparing ourselves for the winter, which is great because of all these holidays, family time. I love Christmas. That's my favorite holiday. So getting there is good. For the winter, I just want to get some tips for homes, right? Make sure you turn off your water lines that go outside the property, right? For instance, water lines that for the outside of the property. Turn them off. Why? Because if they freeze, they're gonna burst the pipes. So make sure it's off, right? Most of us forget. It's gonna cost you money if you don't turn it off, as your pipe could freeze. Have that in mind. Make sure for your oil tanks, make sure you refill them before you turn them on, right? Also for those hot water tanks, if it's consuming oil or gas, right? I think the most efficient one, in my opinion, is converting the water tank to electric. So you don't have to, it won't cost you so much using the oil tank. You only use the oil tank for the winter, which is 2-3 months, right? So that's a tip I would share with people for the winter. And also get prepared for the snow, the salt,
Yeah.
and make sure your roof is good. If your roof is not good, a lot of cold's gonna come in, and you want no leaks. So just make sure your roof is safe.
Yeah, absolutely. And you're talking about efficiency. Also, you can do the mini split unit thing.
Yes.
It only hit. So you didn't even have to like rely on gas or oil.
Yeah.
You could just do that thing and you get the electric water heating system and you're free of gas and oil. Unless you use propane for yours.
You know what I say to all the clients? You want to know if you bought a good house. You want to know if it's good, good quality. Wait for the winter. Because in the winter, you're going to see if your house, honestly, because you're going to see if it's insulated right. You're going to see how it's running in the cold. And I think in the winter, you will see if you bought a good house, a solid house,
Because in the summer you can get away with it. You just get AC and stuff. But in the winter, you're gonna see insulation and all that.
Yes.
The harsh
You
white.
see it, pipes freeze. All right, that's the biggest thing. A lot of pipes freeze. So
Did you ever have your pipes free?
no, never. I know one of my clients. He actually didn't insulate his house, and he has the main in the kitchen, the fountain that freezes all the time. So what he does is that he grabs his daughter's how you call it, to dry up the hair.
Oh, the hair blower or whatever.
Yeah, he grabs a hair blower and puts it under the sink, and that's the way he gets sometimes. I'm like, this is crazy. Yeah, like how my Spanish people are.
Yeah, it's so innovative.
Yeah. So when the winter, you're gonna see if your house is solid or not in the winter.
Yeah, I remember we had that brownstone in Manhattan that had all the pipes for.
Oh, you know what happened? I had this house in I think it was in Harlem, right? Yeah. So we had this property. This house was 3 floors. The SRO had over 15 bedrooms, and I walk in, and in there we were like, "What's that noise?" You just hear. So I'm like, "What's going on in here?" I'm like, "What the?" So I go in. You can't see much because there's no light, nothing on. When we reach the 3rd floor, you start seeing all the water lines just burst. I'm throwing water. And it's been happening for a month. So the seller never went over there. Man, it was a big mess of water everywhere.
And not only that wasn't the only problem either. Not only was there so much water, but there was so much stuff everywhere.
No, that was crazy. That house was the craziest home I ever sold. You know how many trucks of garbage came out of the house? I'm not even joking. They counted 18 Ford trucks. 18.
How much did that cost?
It was close to $20,000 for garbage. This lady was just piling up stuff. So all my ladies, especially my wife, stop buying so much to just to put in one corner. Maintain your house clean, because that's what brings mice, roaches, bring all. Maintain your house as clean as possible in the sense like don't buy and just pile things up. I've noticed that most of course females, they go just shop and they just buy and just put them down to that, because all you're doing is bringing mice and roaches to the house.
No, it's don't be a hoarder.
Yeah,
Try not to be a hoarder. It's
exactly.
sometimes you're just using up space that you don't really need to use.
Yeah.
It's just making more work for yourself. That's
Yeah.
yeah. All right. So another thing that we want to talk about are mortgage rates.
Let's go. Thank you, Trump. The rates are dropping. The feds.
Yes, it looks like Fannie Mae projects mortgage rates will end 2025 at 6.4% and drop 5.9% by the end of 2026.
Oof.
Yeah.
So yeah, they saying they're gonna drop 2 more times, right? That's speculation. We don't know. But the way it's going, I think it might drop. So the lower your rate is, the best. Yeah, your better your monthly payments are. So I hope they keep dropping. The lower the rates are, the better it is for everyone.
Yeah.
The only thing about it that it is gonna create more bidding wars.
No, absolutely. The National Association of Realtors says dipping below 6% could unlock affordability for 5.5 million households, potentially triggering 550,000 new home purchases over the next 12 and 18 months. So if you thought it was hard to find a home before, just right into the list page drop. Everyone is going to be out.
Also, I want to share something, Andrew. Now that you mentioned the rates in the winter, guys, the best time to buy is in the winter. Why? Because there's not a lot of buyers out there buying. Why? Because everyone is so busy with the holidays, right? Everyone is so busy with the holidays. Honestly, guys, the best time to buy is now, before on the fall, winter, because everyone is busy with the holidays, Andrew. No one is thinking about buying a house. And there's still people out there that's thinking about it. But reality, guys, buy now, because it's gonna be better. Especially that rates are dropping slightly down. We haven't seen this in the past 2 to 3 years that the rates been dropped. I would say 2 years at least that the rates weren't dropping. So this is good news, but buy now because it's less competition in other words.
Yeah, I think the combination that rates are still just slightly above 6%, which means that there's not like all of these buyers in the market still, and the fact that it's about to be winter, this could be the last time that you have less competition overall
Yes.
for a good amount of time. Yeah, so this could actually be like probably one of the best times to buy before rates get lower, if they do get lower. Yeah, because you're just gonna have more competition overall. And yeah.
Yeah. Because after this, once the next season comes in, which is next year around February to April, it picks up tremendously. February is one of the busiest time for us, and I'm telling you, buy now, because a lot of people are not buying. Not a lot of people are. That's not their main focus right now. The main focus is probably family, holidays. But
The holidays are the big one, yeah. But if you can get something right now when there's less competition, man, this is gonna be a great time for you. So in fact, you gotta time it. You gotta go like, when is the sweet spot where I can go in? It's not that much competition, and I'm still getting like a decent house. Like right now would probably be that ideal. Heading into
I definitely want to say this. I want to end it with this.
Yeah.
Let's go Yankees! Thank you, Red Sox. Thank you, Mets. Let's go Yankees! All the way. We're going to the World Series this year. Again, and I'm gonna be honest with you. I hope we get the repeat with the Dodgers. I really do. Really do. So let's go Yankees, and thank you, Red Sox. Hope you guys enjoy the playoffs. Take care.
have a great one, guys.
Bye.
Bye, guys.